Okay, if the angle looks kind of different and the camera looks different, that's because, here, I'll show you. That is currently where my computer looks right now. So I'm using my wife's iPad for this. So for the past week, my computer's been entirely down, so I've had to get a new motherboard, power supply, CPU, whole 9 yards. So, I actually really like this week's Raw. You know, they do a great job when they're in London. You get to actually see a lot more actual matches and less in the way of, promos. The match between Punk and Henry, great match. Fantastic use of the no DQ, no count out sort of thing. I do get tired of no count out, no disqualification, street fight matches, all having to be finished inside the ring. I guess that makes it for a Falls Count Anywhere match. But all in all, not bad. The Santino Marella David Otunga match. Aside from Otunga doing his finisher, I guess on the wrong side of the ring, you could tell when he had to hop over him for the pin. Beyond that, again, pretty solid match. The match between with Khali and the Big Show versus the tag champs. Yeah, the tag champs got annihilated by two absolute monsters. So that makes absolutely total sense for them to get just demolished by that team. Ironically, no Divas matches at all. The Kane Zack Ryder, can't even call it a match because the bell never rang. Pretty good. Made a really, really nice, solid effort. It showed that Kane has really bounced back from getting destroyed by Cena earlier this year with his win against Orton and now his absolute domination of Ryder. The match that happened between Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston, really solid. I thought that was a really, really well done match. And I like how he changed the name from the LeBell Lock to the Yes Lock. That moment where he was doing his little promo against Kofi Kingston, he just chanted yes for 45 seconds, maybe even a minute, with the London crowd just going nuts. London, you're a fantastic crowd. You did a great job. Am I missing really any matches? Santino. Yeah, that's actually the majority of the match, with the exception of John Cena taking on Lord Tensai. I really wish they wouldn't have had the run-in by Otunga, and it wasn't an STF. That was actually the Crippler Crossface. I don't know why they call it the STF, I guess to not get anybody confused by anything. I think that instead of having Lord Tensai roll out of that and getting a more clean victory would have made a lot more sense. So now I can go over the small amount of promos. The R-Truth being kind of a Sherlock homie sort of thing, kind of dumb. But I guess I need to do something with them, and that makes pretty good sense, making the little Jimmy Watson. The bit that they did with Brock Lesnar, his promo, not bad. I still find it odd they show the old photos of Brock Lesnar, and he was absolutely huge. And they show him now, and he's still a really big guy. But he's nowhere near as chiseled, and I'm pretty sure, losing all the intestine that he lost to the diverticulitis would probably make it really hard to keep up, that amount of working out and that amount of muscle bulk that he had. So that match should be interesting. I'm glad he actually punched Cena in the face legitimately. That puts a lot more into that match. Something that The Rock and Cena entirely lacked. The Jericho CM Punk part, that's getting old, and it's getting old really fast. All in all, really solid Raw. I prefer the Raw when they're in places like London because they do such a fantastic job. They do a lot more in the way of in-ring work, and you can tell the crowd in London really, truly appreciates that.